Okay, I'm back.
Yay! Okay, we're live.
Yeah, nice.
Hi, people.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 37 of the Drunken Guardian Gaming Podcast, and I'm your host, the
Oh
Drunken
wait, I didn't even
Guardian.
change my picture.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah,
I'm your host,
I
Drunken
wasn't
Guardian, Danny Martinez, and today we got Kevin. Sorry, I'm blanking out for a second. Kevin right now is Boneless Bones. Welcome, Kevin.
Hello. Welcome,
We
guys.
got Randy the Ragnarok.
Hold on, wait. Let the change happen.
He's changing it. What is that?
There it is.
More Sora, of course. And now deemed as the sober guardian, there's the other Danny.
How's it going?
So, what have you guys been up to for this weekend, Kevin?
I've been playing Monster Hunter. Finally got my first video out in like 4 weeks on my YouTube channel, so I'm excited and doing more.
Nice.
I'm planning on doing more.
Cool. Randy, I know you've been playing Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's essentially it. I don't know. Haven't really done much else.
Okay.
I'm Hunter rank 5 now.
You're what?
Hunter rank 5.
Okay. Look at you.
So I went up one more
Yeah.
than when we last played.
And
Nice.
Danny, I know, of
Man,
course,
you
Outriders.
mean you? Yeah, Outriders gonna dominate that game, and it's fun. It's been real fun, you know.
Yeah.
So you guys
That's
have been riding together, if you will.
Yeah, I play a little bit on the weekends. So sadly, it's Easter,
Ride
so
or
I had
die.
to spend time with the family.
Hey.
You know, do the Easter thing, the bunnies, the eggs, the whole nine. But after
Yeah.
that, you know, as much as I could, I tried to play a little bit.
It's really good. I'm liking it a lot. It's super hectic because like just mobs and mobs of enemies are coming at you and stuff, and it's hard. It's as hard as you want it to be because me and Danny we played on the highest difficulty level that it'll let us do.
Well,
it,
and I think
a
the
lot of
game,
fun.
I think the game is meant to be constantly played on its highest difficulty level,
Yeah.
and then as you progress, it gets harder. It's a little easier. Then as it gets easier, the difficulty goes up. So I think, and I think it's a good balance. You know, not too hard, not too soft. It's not like Demon's Souls hard where you want to break the fucking controller, but it's not an easy game like the Immortal things or whatever.
Kevin, you drinking anything today?
Yeah, I finally made the Kahlua milk drink. I finally made it right, so it's not as strong. Because last time it was like unbelievably strong, and it was just felt like I was drinking like super strong coffee with a lot of liquor inside.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry, do I hear you complaining?
Do you want me to mention a fighting game now?
That's a shot on you then.
Definitely is.
Randy, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't made it. I've been too busy sitting on my ass, just like hunting a kizu. So I will be right.
You need to put the game down. You're in a podcast now.
Oh, I hear a not working with these drinks.
What do I pay you for?
You don't.
Oh shit.
Listen, you pay me in rocks and sticks. That's what I'm happy for.
No, you pay us with smiles.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. What are you gonna make then?
Just vodka, cranberry, a little bit of orange juice.
OJ is always a go-to.
Hell yeah.
Hold
A lot of
hold
ice
on.
cold though.
I'll be right back. I
I
have
got
to go and get
mezcal
my stuff.
today, so it looks like water, but it's not, obviously. Actually, I have the bottle.
Oh yeah,
here,
actually,
so-
how about you down it right now? Prove that it's not water.
Yeah. Okay.
A whole bottle, drink it.
You be having a real fun podcast into this.
No, this
Fuck
podcast
yeah,
will go.
Outriders.
This will go nowhere real fast.
He's gonna pull a Snoop Dogg and
Fuck,
just
fuck,
not in the
fuck.
stream.
Jeopardy.
I saw
fuck
that video.
Jeopardy.
That was funny.
He raged and left the stream for like 8 hours.
Did you see that video, Danny?
No, which one?
Snoop Dogg, he was playing some game.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he rage quit, but he just walked away with the webcam on. Yeah. So,
All right, so give me like a couple seconds. I'll be right back.
yeah, go for it.
DMX is in the
So
hospital, by
today, oh,
Cool.
why?
The
Overdosed.
Rapping Guardian.
Say what?
Overdosed.
Oh shit. Hope he's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we know old school DMX fans. We have to
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
represent, you know.
So hopefully, I don't know if how many people are with us right now at the moment. Probably not a lot, but we are going to be going through the news as usual, and we're gonna try to do a little bit of a game thing that the co-hosts and everybody can participate in, along with any of the viewers and stuff. So today we're gonna be doing Jeopardy, so it'll be a lot of fun. We got like I think either 3 or 4 articles that we're gonna go over today. And then, of course, the community question, which I can't remember the guy's name, but he gave us, one of the viewers gave us the question this past Thursday, which was, who's your favorite Smash Brothers character? So we'll go over that later on, too. You didn't write down yours, did you?
Oh.
Hello? Danny?
I'm sorry, but
You didn't
my
do your
headset
homework?
came out.
Oh, okay.
What?
I
Who's
thought you
my
were saying-
favorite?
well, don't answer now, but I heard you say fuck as if you forgot, because that's usually what you do.
Well, yeah. Even if I did forget that, it's not like it was the fucking most challenging question in the goddamn world. It's not like I had to write a 2-page essay on who's my favorite character and why.
Yeah.
Listen,
You pick one.
yeah, we need these thesis essays from everyone. You need at least
No-
some
What was it
pages.
again?
No
Double
offense.
space.
No offense to the
Double spaced.
question.
100-page thesis on your favorite Smash character,
Yeah.
at least.
So, all right. Well, I'm not gonna wait for Randy to get back. So I'm gonna.
Oh, too late. I'm already back.
Okay, cool. There we go. So we're gonna go into the first article right now with KitGrew.net, who has confirmed that the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members are now going to be able to stream 16 original Xbox and 360 games. This is just the first wave of backwards compatible titles on the xCloud mostly for testing purposes, with more of the Game Pass backwards compatibility library set to get streaming support in the future. So for those of you who don't know, this is a cell phone gaming, PC and iOS stuff for like streaming these games. So these are a couple of the stuff on the list, such as Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Fable 2, Fallout New Vegas, Gears of War series, Cameo, Perfect Dark, Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Morrowind, and Viva Pinata. So
The fuck was Viva Pinata? Why does that sound familiar?
we've played that game. I know we have.
In the show when I was younger.
They have gone on to say that the game preservation is important, and that their aim with the service as well is, that their aim is for game preservation as well as, obviously everybody's enjoyment to try to play all of these games and stuff like that. So what are you guys' thoughts on, because we talked about it a little bit on Thursday about video game preservation and stuff. So now that this topic comes up, this is a little bit more of an opportunity to talk more about, I guess, a way to do game preservation, which is like Danny called it before with Nintendo, like vaulting stuff. Like, I guess this is another method of it, is just allowing you to stream these old games and stuff. What do you guys think of that?
I told you. That's what I think. What the fuck is Viva Pinata? I'm still trying to figure that out. Hold on.
Look it up.
So
I'm looking at a video and I'm very disturbed of what I'm watching. So, why would we want to preserve this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
for the kids.
Well, aside from Viva Pinata, Kevin, what do you think about the whole idea in general? Because they obviously going to add more games.
Obviously, I've seen this done before, and I'm actually glad that they're doing it. But it's like Danny called, like his foresight, his Sharingan, whatever you want to call it, the inner eye, his third eye saw this coming a mile away, and I feel like they do this a lot often. But we just I guess we bitch and moan because it's like, oh, they're taking the service off, and we don't know if they're gonna bring it back, and even if they don't, like the service is out there. But yeah, I like the idea that it's preserving a lot of older games. Like I I honestly don't care for Viva Pinata, but
course.
I'm glad I see it there because it's like it was like a staple for like the Xbox 360. It was like one of the first games that came out for it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're preserving that type of content. I just want to see the grab 'em by the ghoulies. Once they have grab 'em by the ghoulies, by then I'm stuck. I'm getting that offer in.
So that's your game that you're waiting for. What about you, Randy? What are your thoughts on it? And I guess if there are any games that you wanted added on there.
Honestly, I'm just like excited for Banjo-Kazooie, but it's it's pretty cool that they're like, so obviously phones are getting more and more advanced, you know. So a lot of games that we were playing back then, with that being able to like be streamed on a phone, that's pretty interesting because you fucking see Fallout New Vegas there and fucking Gears 3. So it's like, whoa, okay, so it's not just older games, they're kind of rinky dink looking, obviously fucking Cameo and Banjo-Kazooie, but you know, higher end looking games. So honestly, I think that maybe PlayStation should do something similar to that
Yeah. Well, I
because
mean, they have
this could
PlayStation
be a
Now,
stepping
isn't that
stone.
their streaming service?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's mainly for like the computer and the system itself. But I mean, like for mobile, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Okay. Yeah.
Because this could be like a stepping stone, if anything, for other you know companies, i.e., fucking Sony and Nintendo, to do more of that stuff.
Do you guys think that this is a way for cell phones to actually become more of a legit gaming system?
No.
You could actually say you're a mobile gamer now, more than just Candy Crush
To
and
be
Angry
taken
Birds.
more seriously? You guys don't think so?
I
I think so.
personally don't. I don't.
I think they're trying to test the waters if you're really gonna play these games on your phone, and then if you
Yeah.
do, will you really put the money? Is it worth it? I think it might be a test platform. Like, is it worth putting this? Something that's not a giant cash grab like your every other single phone thing, where you have to buy 1900 play to win or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think they can test it, see what happens. People like it, they keep going, and it's a way to release the content from their vault, so to speak, and make you buy it, and now you have it everywhere you go.
Randy?
Yeah, because even if it is just streaming, it's still pretty beneficial because if like they're doing with the whole PlayStation thing where they're shutting down the PS3 store, even if there is a whole like market for all these PS3 games that like the prices are going to skyrocket, at least the option to stream these old Xbox games is going to be there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't need the physical copy, which could cost you like fucking 150, just as an example. Instead of like, oh, for X amount a month, like $16 a month, you could stream all these games. It's just depending on your connection. But another thing would be with this coming out, if it does kind of like take off, are they gonna have to like put steroids into the phones or some shit? Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like really intense on the battery consumption.
Yeah, battery
Well, they
is
already
going to
are,
be an
but that's
issue.
that. But I don't know if you guys play games on the phone now. I mean, I play games like crazy whenever I take a shit. My shit's left for 45 minutes.
Like
So,
for me,
but I play games all the time on it, and my phone battery lasts.
Mhm.
So, I
Yeah.
think
but also
the
like, what games do you play? That's the thing.
League of Legends, Magic the Gathering,
Yeah, they're
it's an
fun.
MMO. It's
Mhm.
MMOB. It's legit takes some power. It's decent looking games. They're not like, and all these games here are run on N64. Stations are really good. There's more power and battery in my phone than there is in N64 when they first
No, I
came
know,
out.
that's also why I'm saying that fucking you could stream Gears 3 and Fallout. Because
Yeah, but
the old paper mache ones, like yeah, definitely like that runs just fine. But the
yeah,
ones that are a bit more demanding, I would say, that might be an issue. Because Morrowind and Oblivion, that again, paper mache.
yeah,
Gears 3, Gears 2, Fallout, and was it Gears of War 1? Yeah.
yeah. Those are the ones that are going to be. It might be a little more, but I mean, how much power does it really take to run the processor? How
So
much processor they're really going to need?
I want to.
And
Jay Biggs mentioned something in the chat here. He says that not the problem with console
shit, I
games
see
on
the chat
phones.
today.
The problem with console games on phones is the need to have to upgrade your phone every year.
Yeah,
If we're
that's exactly
working,
what I meant. Battery.
yeah. If what I'm trying to say to
Well,
piggyback on that and what Jay Biggs is saying is that I think where we're at now on phones, they're more they're powerful enough to play the games, for example, the ones that are listed here. But as we progress towards more and more things that we're backlogging, such as in the future, PS5 stuff that we're backlogging, PS4 stuff that we're backlogging, those are the times that we're going to need to upgrade our phones more because they're not going to be able to handle that stuff. And as Randy said before, the battery power is going to be an issue as well because the consumption is going to be ridiculous.
Okay, so before you start, Danny, I want to say something. I don't know if you guys even know that this is a service. Well, you probably do if you are on PC, but Steam has that you can play games on your phone. And like, so I was seeing like if they're testing it, why didn't this like give Steam time to see that, like see the results from that with Steam like running, let's say 76 or God forbid 76, but 76 or like games that are very demanding on mobile devices, and see if it streams well on phones and everything. Like I've tried fighters on it. I've tried Mortal Kombat. I mean, like I've tried. I even tried Fallout 3 on my phone, and it runs fine. But like I'm like, is that something that you want to do? You know what I mean? Like it's more like a how dedicated are you to be like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this service and upgrade my phone if need be.
So
But the thing is
by
about
that
upgrading the
concept,
phone
though, hold
is-
on. What would it be good that they had cross save play then, so that way you can carry over your game from
Yeah.
one system to the other?
I would prefer cross save than you buy the service and then you have to start your progress all over again.
Yeah.
Like Apex is doing this. They're trying to get the data and everything to, or the things to be able to have cross save via platforms, because
Yeah.
on Apex I'm like level 3 and on like PlayStation I think I'm like 40 something. But I don't know. It comes with time. I would give it like, I wouldn't say now. I like that they're making the move, but like again, it's like one of those things that it's like it's not gonna work out well in the beginning. I'm glad that they're doing it, but it all depends on the titles that they pick. Personally, for me, it's just titles that they pick, and also if the service is gonna be worth paying for. Because I don't want to jump into something and then be like, oh, it's good and dandy, and then it runs like, you know, like bad, especially streaming wise, because that's something that I have an issue with, streaming a game to a mobile device and then not knowing if the mobile device can run it
Danny?
at all.
Okay, so to respond to Jay Biggs first, he says the problem is you have to upgrade your phone every year. That's a plus. That's not a problem, because
That's
if your
money,
phone was
though.
just making, we do it anyway. Like I mean,
I still have an S9 Plus.
well, because you're old. I'm sorry.
No,
you're
it's
old.
just because there are a lot of people who don't feel the need to upgrade. I've had the money to upgrade. I just don't care about it. I have everything I need on my phone.
Watch
I know.
he's gonna buy like
I
three
like
of them.
phones. I don't know why. I like phones. I have two phones. I have a work phone and a personal phone, and I like to get a newer
Yeah,
phone, more better cameras,
And
and
Jay
same thing
Biggs
for
is
my
saying,
wife.
like,
And if
some of these phones cost rent money. Like the S20 is over $1,000.
there's ways around it. Like I don't actually pay $1,000 every time I get a new phone. I mean, my T-Mobile, it goes in $20 or whatever it is into my bill every month. You know, it's something that's part of my bill. I don't realize that I'm already paying for it. So if at the end of the contract in 2 years when it's paid off, why not get a different phone? I'm already paying for it. You know, and that's how they made their money. That's how they were able to sell phones at $1,000, and that's why there's so much, because these contracts are more. It's not like back in the day when we used to buy phones. When you had the Nokia phone, and you bought a brand new phone, and you paid $50 or whatever it was. It's not like that anymore. You know, they put these large price tags on it, and they're not worth that much. Damn phones aren't worth $1,000. It's not worth more than a
No,
PlayStation.
I remember were you working in T-Mobile also? I know I was working at T-Mobile.
No,
regardless,
you worked.
I worked at T-Mobile, and yeah, they hiked up the price ridiculous because we used to get these discounts where we just paid like cost that the company
And
paid plus
again,
like 15% or something, and it wasn't a lot.
No. And even if it's not fine, even if our personal preference, well, you guys' personal preference is not to buy a new phone every year, there are a lot of people who do. And that's why Apple is so popular, Samsung is so popular,
But
things like that. So if those people are already buying a new phone every year, every 2 years, no matter what, then what is what does it
Well,
matter? And the game, it's not
we're
like
talking
you
about
lose the game.
gamers though. We're not talking about like phone aficionados and people who are like using their phones for all these
Well,
different things. We're talking about
your
specifically for
average,
gaming.
your average gamer, your average gamer is a tech person, you know.
No, yeah,
So
no,
if the average
I
person is a
get
tech
that.
person, chances are they're gonna want they like and
So
have
you have to
this
buy a new
technology.
phone and a new game, and then
You
more
don't
games,
have
and then
to.
more games, and then more games, and then another new phone within another year or two. Kevin, go ahead. You want to say something?
No, that's like the same as buying a new PlayStation and then having to buy a new PlayStation to then buy another game. You know, that's like the same argument I feel. Like just to upgrade, like to get like, oh, my game's not running fast, I get like a PlayStation Slim or a Pro. It's like the same concept. It's like I have to match the games I'm playing to with the system. I mean, with the match the games that I'm playing with the system that I'm buying. And it's like, what would be the point of that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It feels like you have to spend more money to enjoy the game. Like I would have to buy like the latest phone to play a game that I can play like now on my computer or on like an Android and just like emulate it or something
Yeah,
like that.
I'd rather invest $600 on a system that'll last me 5 to 10 years, and then buy a game every month, and that's it. I don't have to buy a phone every freaking year just because I want to
Hmm.
play certain games.
Hmm.
What if you had that? You lived in New York, right? You
Yeah.
had that hour and a half hour train ride every day. Having that phone, having that game on that phone. I mean, that's
Oh,
why the Vita was
I'm
as
not
popular as
saying
it was when it first came out.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying it's not viable for everybody though. Because for me, like my option would just be like I shut off the world. I keep excuse me. I just shut off the world and I keep my headphones on and I just listen to my music. That's all I do when on my train ride. And people
Yeah.
find their
Also, to
ways
be
But
of
fair,
dealing with that.
if it is
but
just going to be a
yeah,
streaming
but you.
thing, being on the
Hold on, Randy.
ground on the fucking subway, that's not going to
No,
work out.
That's very true too.
Oh, that's true. That well, I don't know how. Don't they
It's
have
been a while
Wi-Fi
since you
now
lived in
in
New
the
York,
states?
huh?
It's been a minute, so I
No,
know
they
they
do
have
have
what.
Wi-Fi, but the thing is that it doesn't
I have no
pick
clue
up
how
your
it works
phone in
anymore.
between like the stops.
But
yep.
still, but like, okay, like again, for me, I like playing a lot of games when I taking a bath, taking a shit, taking a
Taking
whatever.
a bath.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I take a nice bubble bath, like Hawaii,
Oh,
and then I
right.
play video games. So if
I
I can
really didn't
play
have that
something, I
image.
have to.
You don't want to imagine Danny in the bathtub playing with himself?
Exactly. I'm in the bathtub playing with myself, so it's fine.
Listen, I tuned out and came
On his
back.
phone
What's
though.
happening?
And then like a lot of people, and again, I still think the obviously there's a market where there are millions of people buying new phones every year, regardless. They like the new iPhone, so if a lot of them are gamers, maybe not every game, but I mean, again, even if you have iPhone 9 and you stick with it for the next 10 fucking years, your iPhone 9 is going to be able to play Banjo-Kazooie, and then chance of good is be able to play the Gears of War series. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to play in next gen, but these phones are strong enough to play. Like Kevin said, he's seen it on whatever he said, the
Steam?
platform he said that
On Steam.
Steam. Yeah,
Every
Steam. I'm saying he's seen it on Steam, so I mean, it is a proven method. And here's another point I was gonna say before: Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, they're all in the same fucking warehouse. The original ideas don't really. This vault shit that's happening, they're all gonna lock up their games. They're all coming out with the same idea. Maybe they saw Steam do it and they go, "Oh shit, we're gonna do it
I
too."
believe you with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that one.
I mean, there isn't a lot of
So
things that come out that they don't know about in the works. They all work. They don't work with each other, but they all keep tabs on what everybody else is doing, and then go, okay, let's see if we can do it better or similar. And this is just another proven thing that what PlayStation can end up doing too. Lock all these freaking games up to preserve it. That's what they're gonna call it. Preserve it, re-release it on a new platform, whether it be phone or just remaster, whatever, and we're gonna buy it. At the end of the day, you talk about it, but you might want to play Banjo-Kazooie one day because you miss it and you don't have your N64 anymore. So you're gonna bust it out on the phone and have fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I did that for Final Fantasy VII.
I think if
Before
like
Final Fantasy VII, I busted that out and
I mean
I beat that game before the remake came
I
out.
could imagine too, like if it was like a monthly subscription thing. I feel like that's even more money instead of like you picking the games out you want. Because I could picture them selling these games for like maybe $5-10, and then you could just stream it whenever you want. But then they would also go the subscription route and just have you subscribe monthly, and you could download all these games and play these games whenever you want. I think that's what they're doing now. But like I said, it's experimental.
I can see them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to keep you have a subscription on.
Yeah, they get your money every month.
Yeah, because they want you to keep signing. I mean, it's what Netflix, that's what Disney does. That's what HBO is doing right now. HBO is a good point. HBO is having a good movie every week because they want you to keep your subscription for another month, and then another month, and another month, and they can make money.
Yeah. That's like PlayStation subscription with they incentivize you by keeping it by just giving you free games for the month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a way. It's always a way to make money. I don't know what Nintendo. Which one is Nintendo? The SNES, right? To let you play.
Nintendo
SNES
and Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Nintendo, right? It lets you play them for free. So it's always a good idea, and it's not like something new and innovative that they're all doing. We've known about them, about these vote tactics and re-releasing games, and like the way that the shady business works, because it's not always the best thing, but it's sometimes shady, and like I guess after a certain point we're gonna be used to it. Like, oh, they're gonna vote the game and then they're gonna re-release it and blah blah blah. They'll probably re-release it. Listen, Sony. Oh, go ahead.
I will like personally. I would like it if not just re-release it and just over here it is at your all horrible state like you remembered or don't remember.
Yeah,
I would like it if they just remastered it every time. If they re-release, at least try to remaster it. So at least it gives you something to this looks better, this looks great. Like Soccer Frontiers coming out.
Just to be on par with whatever generation.
On that. Yeah, exactly. And just to say that you did something different or you did something to it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Disney did the same thing. When they re-released them, they released them to look pretty, to be widescreen or to be, recolored, whatever it is. It wasn't just here's the movie back again, and I think they need to go that same route because you do want to play it, and sometimes when you watch or play old things that you remember as a kid, they don't meet your expectations, and you go, fuck, why did I ever play this game? So if you remaster it, redo it a little bit, you go, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, some people could just be put off by the graphics alone, and they don't even want to play it anymore. I remember I jumped on Tenchu because I missed the game so much. And it was just so hideous looking.
Yeah, me and you did that, remember?
Yeah.
We came over here, that was bad. We couldn't even look at that. Like, it was just black, and you look out. It was the worst looking game ever. But we loved it. We spent half an hour trying to kill one guy.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next article. We got 30 minutes on this first article, so we're gonna move on to the next. So Resident Evil, the movie, has come out with their subtitle for the movie. It's called Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. They delayed it till November since they didn't want to compete with the Shang-Chi Marvel movie that's coming out on the same week. So what are your thoughts on the title? And what do you think of the movie since it's going to take place in the mansion and Raccoon City? Randy, since you're being so quiet, put the fucking game down.
I was listening. I just didn't have anything to say.
Why are you always yelling at him?
Because I know what he's doing.
I could be sitting here with my nuts in my hand, and you still wouldn't be right.
Randy, put your nuts down.
Fine. Anyways, if it's gonna be like a kind of origin thing, if anything, that'd be pretty neat, honestly.
It's the game. They're doing the game from
the game, the movie
Mansion and Raccoon City. Yeah.
Was not paying attention.
So, sorry.
Me neither. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear that part either. So you went.
No, either way though, that does seem pretty good though. So it'll be 1 and 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the question?
So what do you guys think of the title? Because the title, I'm always iffy about titles when it comes to like subtitles. It's called Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. And then on top of that, what are your thoughts of the movie in general?
Yeah, I scrolled down and saw the confirmed cast.
Yeah.
And it is Chris, Claire, Leon, Jill, Wesker, Ada, and William.
Yep.
So yeah, it's 1 and 2. Okay. Who's gonna be behind this though?
I do not remember. What does it say?
Johannes Roberts, 47 meters down. Isn't that the shark horror movie?
Yes.
That the giant shark horror movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that good?
No, probably not. I mean, I never seen it, but I can tell you right now.
I mean, honestly, just with. Okay. Do I expect a lot? Not at all. Should I
Unpaid.
expect a lot? Definitely not. But what I would like is if they kept the original campy ass shitty acting from like the actual Capcom games.
No.
Oh, that would be
No.
no. In the beginning, yes, I think the beginning when he first opened that door and he goes, "What is going?" Like they should do it, and then you can get regular, like he snapped out of it. But that would be awesome.
You know what I would love
Can-
actually
hold on,
with
can-
that
can
idea
Jill
is
Sandwich?
that in the end of the movie they could do like bloopers or like cut scenes in that style.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm gonna do this for the one time. Just one time. You guys. Just bear with me. Everybody
I
should.
already know what you're gonna do.
This hall is dangerous.
There you go.
like a
Kevin,
line,
that
a
soundboard.
line like that every now and then would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Are
No,
they
I'll
gonna,
just take it
are they gonna,
straight-
like,
don't-
make the Jill Sandwich a badass line or something?
You gotta fit in Jill Sandwich. You gotta fit in Master of Unlocking.
Oh,
What
God.
else?
You're gonna take a look at this. They need that in that movie.
Oh, I'm not thrilled if they're gonna keep the giant spider, aren't they?
Yep.
Who knows? Or a giant snake, or the giant shark. They could do anything. The giant plant.
Oh, they
I
gotta
could
do-
live with those, just
Oh,
not the spider.
just not the spider.
I think for the movie's sake, and as long as they keep true to the original game,
Yeah.
which sometimes can be hard because storylines in those games aren't actually that much. Because you're playing the game, it makes it seem longer. So, storyline's sake, they do have to add and make shit crazy. But
Well,
And
no,
that's where it's gonna
one
be
and two
weird.
have like short stories, then it should be able to condense itself into like a 2-hour movie. No,
will it feel like two different movies? If you're doing 1 and 2, will it?
Yeah. It's 2 movies. There's a lot more to kind of cover with 2 movies.
Yeah.
well, we'll just see how it plays out. I would like them to recreate the live action opening from RE1 though.
It was
It's a live action. No.
Yeah,
Don't go.
Yeah.
yeah, with all the character intros and shit. That would be pretty neat at least.
Yeah. I mean, they have to have like the infamous first zombie when you see it looks up at you.
When it
And
looks behind you.
and you
behind
shoot in
him.
the head right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I mean, like all those little things they can do, and it's kind of what you wanted. Kind of what you wanted from the first original movie, Resident Evil movie that came out, the live action one.
Yeah.
That was freaking horrible. Nothing like it. Should have called it fucking Dead or whatever. But it was a completely different movie. This is what you want. So, and they've done good Resident Evil movies in the past. There was, one that with Leon or whatever it was, and they've done them halfway decent where they looked and felt decent. I mean, they weren't the best, don't get me wrong, but it's fucking Resident Evil. You can't expect that much. So as long as there's somewhat, like I said, somewhat to the main storyline, the original storyline, keep it similar, people enjoy it.
So to answer everybody's question, essentially, is it's still a cautious optimism, as in every video game movie.
High hopes, low expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
So like you
Kinda
want
good
to hope for the
because-
best, just like go in not being too excited.
Yeah.
So if I'm surprised and pleasantly surprised, I'll keep it at that.
I'm actually not excited. I'm honestly like, I think this is going to be another Paul W.S. Anderson bullshit in some way. And
what's Paul W.S. Anderson?
he's the guy who directed the original Resident Evil movies with
Oh,
Mila
okay.
Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So-
first one wasn't bad. It's just that it had no.
No, the first
It
one
shouldn't
was
really been called.
what it was, but the rest of them was where it got
The rest
fucked
of
up.
them were horrible.
Yeah.
The rest of them was weird action movies because that one scene with Mila Jovovich kicking
want my-
dogs was so cool. People loved it.
Kevin?
You guys want my answer? This Nerf gun, right? You see how they say this, right? If you place it directly to the temple, it does no damage. But if you throw it up in the air and it hits you in the face, it does a lot of damage.
To your camera.
Just keep it on camera, just like this.
Shoot your camera.
I have no bullets.
It's not even loaded. God damn it.
Aw.
Nah, listen, I'm not a big fan of the live action Resident, and especially if it's a live action movie, I'm not a big fan of it.
Even the first one?
No, I hated all of them. I've watched all of them because I was a big zombie buff, but I fell in love with the animated movies. If they go with that route,
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Like-
I would throw my Yeah. Go ahead.
So what is it the animes offer that the other movies don't? Because both are very much action packed.
Okay, so with the animated movies, I believe it was the most recent one with Leon and Chris when they were on the mission together, and that whole movie it fit those characters so well. Like it didn't even have to have the same voice actor, but it was like the way that they shot the movie and animated the characters. It fit the characters so well, especially Leon with his pistol and Chris with his machine gun or his assault rifle. It felt so them. You know what I mean? Especially for the like the way that they did it. The live action movies, I've seen Leon, I've seen Chris, and I was like, who the fuck are these people? Till they had to roll through the credits, and then I was like, that was Leon and that was Chris, that was Ada.
So
Like, it's-
just like Big says here, you'd rather, obviously action is a part of the franchise in general that you need. A bunch of zombies, you're gonna have that, of course, but what you really want is more character development and being true to the characters.
Yes, but even being true to the character is sometimes a bad thing. Like it's if you're too close to the source, it doesn't feel original. It just feels like it's an adaptation. What I want is like them to do something different with the story, but don't be like some other world like situation that it's like it doesn't need to be. Just put your own like twist on it, I guess, more or less. Like you can give us the helicopter scene, you can give us the Jill sandwich, you can give us the first zombie. The first zombie if they can make the first zombie look better than the game, I think they already did. They're gonna do something well. But don't keep too close to the hip. You know what I mean? Like don't be there all the time. You can expand. You can be different, but just don't be out of this world. I guess more or less to say it. Like don't go beyond what you're doing. But and then I feel like that's asking for too much. Like for them not to be too different, but then keep close to the source. But I don't know. A lot of people did do that.
I think that's what everybody's scared about. That's why people say we're like that cautious optimism, because we know that the game is, the game storyline and is not worth 2 hours worth of content to keep you interested. They have to put something in the middle. They have to put stuff that ties actual stuff together, action stuff together. You're not gonna have a guy just who walk around like you're watching a video game. So what will they add, and will it match with the rest of the scenes that were in the game and make it still feel and seem like the game?
The movies have a tough spot because with movies you're passive, right? You're only watching the movie. So the character development is important because you have to be able to care for the character as you're just watching him do whatever it is he has to do. Whereas in a game, you're emotionally invested because you're controlling this person and you already know the shit that he's been through. For example, Leon, you know all the craziness that he's gone through in the police department because you played him, because you've done all these things to him. So you are emotionally invested in that way. If you're watching a movie and you're watching him do all that stuff, you don't know shit about him and you don't really care.
Which is also why
Speedrun
I don't-
tactics. Just add speedrun tactics. The entire movie's just a speedrun. Give us 2 hours.
With Hunk.
Well, also, just putting it out there, we really shouldn't expect anything at this point, because 47 down uncaged, it did pretty shit.
Yeah, nah, it was 45% on the Rotten Apple.
Rotten Tomatoes.
IBM. IMDb gave
There we
it
go.
5.
My
Common Sense Media.
theory with directors like this, like not to knock on him because maybe he's got his own style that he wants to work on this shark movie or Resident Evil, whatever it may be. But my theory on hiring directors like this to have like B or even D movies is that they're cheap. And that Resident Evil probably didn't have that much of a budget, but they wanted to get it made because it has a name. So this guy, probably found out this guy was a big fan, or maybe he even offered to take the job, or suggested that he take the job. So he put himself out there, and he ended up making this movie. So maybe he is a fan, but his artistic like direction may not be what fits this movie. The only reason why he got the job is probably because it was cheap. That's what worries me.
Also, with directing, sometimes directing these animated films are way different directing the movie. You know, there's a lot more things that have to go by on the fly, where as a director who is not actually programming the game, kind of has to deal with what they have sometimes.
The limitations of the
it
actors
goes-
and the actresses and the environment and everything.
Yeah, I mean, so they have to. So when you're doing a real movie and you have limitations to actors, something happens, get hurt, whatever it is, you have to do things around, cut around. When it comes to games or movies that are animated, it's already been done. So you're kind of some of the final edits is already been done. Nothing much you can do. Like a great example is Tim Burton. None Before Christmas. Tim Burton had nothing to do with that fucking movie. I mean, you guys watched the documentary on movies. They did a Tim Burton on it, and he literally had nothing to do with this fucking movie. Everybody else did, and he threw his name on it because he had such a big name, and it was his concept and his ideas with some of the characters, and that was pretty much it. And even that was like, okay, we're gonna draw something that Tim Burton would draw. That was the idea.
Yeah, he
behind
was
it.
throwing
And
he was
we're gonna
throwing
do
the
these things.
ideas, the original concept back in like the Beetlejuice days or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of this had nothing to do with him. He looked at every now and then. Well, okay, good. Keep going. So that could be the same thing with this. They just wanted somebody who has a name, who's done movies. The rest of this be done by the editors, by the programmers, by everything else. And at the end of the day, he'll just have very little final say. And we don't know how much this director in this is actually going to play out. For all we know, it's, will be just as good as all the rest of the
Yeah,
animated.
I'm not looking
as
forward to
games.
it, and then I'd rather just have it surprise me with something good. Then that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Me too.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
so
I watched Monster Hunter and I was disappointed, so I'm not really looking forward to any movie.
Oh, I never
game
watched that monster. I would never watch that.
anything with Anderson and Mila together, just don't even bother anymore. Like I think it's so unfair that Mila gets to jump into all these movies that are beloved franchises, and it's only because, or at least I feel like that it's only because her husband is a director.
I mean,
anyways.
she's not the worst actress in the world.
No,
It's
definitely
just
not.
the-
She
it's just
has
the-
a
it's
specific
still-
style.
At the end of the day, it's still the script that they wrote. They wrote a horrible script for these Resident Evils. They chose to not to have any of this match.
Yeah,
They
they're cash
chose
grabs.
not to. Yeah, they wanted the name. That's all it was. They did the best of what they got. The fact that they had Wesker and tried to tie in anything is.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this one here. So the last article is actually just Outriders. We mentioned it before in the beginning of the show, but this is more specific about Outriders. So it was released on the first day, and it actually had a less than stellar launch day, since the servers were down for most of the day and the next day. So people reported getting kicked on Twitter, and some even had their game crash. I saw this happening this whole time because I follow the Twitter page. This
I
wouldn't-
played through it. The crash.
yeah. This wouldn't be a big deal if you could reconnect back quick, but it was even that wasn't that easy. Plus any mission progression that you made, you lost a lot of it. Like sometimes you'll keep loot, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you keep experience, sometimes you won't. It'll reset you back to a previous checkpoint, even though you already completed that checkpoint. So the Outriders Twitter account I've been following, they've been really communicative, I guess is the word, and vocal about the issues, and have kept everyone in a loop for pretty much the entire time, which was there. I think they're amazing for actually doing something like that. What are your
And they're
thoughts?
being honest on what was wrong.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that type of like this is not the first time we've heard of things like this. Like it's always going to happen with any game launch, a big game launch. The servers are going to be down. They're going to have a hard time getting it back up. Everybody wants to jump in all at once. Like, what are your experiences with that? What are your thoughts on that, Randy?
They should really expect more people than what they think they're gonna get.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's really all it
Say it
kind of
again?
boils down to. That they should always expect more people to like hop onto their games than what they think they're gonna get.
Yeah.
So like if you expect like 1 million, expect 2 just in case.
Mhm.
You know, because that could definitely save like a lot of fucking headaches. One thing that actually happened was with Jay and I when we were playing the Strive beta, the Guilty Gear Strive. Um, it kept on shutting down for a bit. So like for 2 days, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. The beta itself just wasn't accessible because there were so many people that wanted to like jump onto that the pre-order day was totally fine, but then the actual open beta, fucking nightmare. Fun,
That's why it's
granted,
better.
but yeah, no, of course. But the thing is that it's like they just wanted to do a couple play tests, but because so many people flooded the gates, they had to shut down the servers, expand them a bit, and then give a 2-day extension for the game itself. But it's also really good that they're like communicating because Arx is also the same thing with like actually listening to everybody.
Yeah, I mentioned that specifically because, fuck, I'm gonna end up doing this. Taking my shot now.
Oh, Destiny.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let me
So
take one. I'm gonna
the
mention
thing,
this.
the thing with Destiny is that when they release a new season, which is like their new DLC every 3 months, or a new patch comes out, or even a big release, which happens once a year. Whenever they release this stuff, they always have server issues. Always, never fails.
I never play on the first day because of
Yeah.
it.
And it frustrates the hell out of me because they should know what to expect. Now, the thing is that when it comes to the communication part, is I follow their Twitter as well, and they're pretty much just saying servers are down. We're trying to fix whatever we can. That's pretty much it. Like the corporate answer for everything.
Yeah.
Like it's never
No.
any details. It's never like something to kind of make it lighthearted, to kind of like have people to kind of have a sense of humor or laugh about it. This is what people in Outriders have been doing. They've been joking. I wish I saved some of the Twitter posts that they put, but there were some funny shit, and they were like some of them was vulgar too. So it was actually funny that these professional developers and PR guys were like posting this stuff on Outriders, just making people laugh to try to make it light of the situation, and it worked.
And they were being honest about what was wrong. They were saying, crossovers messed up right now. We don't know what's going on. We're trying to figure out the service. For whatever reason, whenever somebody gets crossed over, it shuts down. And that was a big part of why people were getting shut down, because they can randomly jump into your game and you have to turn it off, to have function off. And if you did that, then it played for the better. But they were honest about it. They didn't try to hide it. They didn't give the Destiny 2 answer, where it's like,
Yeah.
we'll be back soon. No, we'll
Yeah. Just
might be
wait.
down
That
for
was
now.
pretty
Let's see what
much it.
happens.
Just wait.
Yeah,
And then
just
2
wait.
hours later, just wait. And then another hour later, just wait. That's pretty much it the entire time.
And I think and I think I think most games like this kind of expect, they try to expect as much as they can, but ultimately, if you're doing like you expect 1 million because you're trying to be optimistic and not really undersell yourself, because if you don't do the 1 million, then you're gonna look really bad.
It's also
But if you
it's
did
also
the
about the cost too, though. Like it costs money
Yeah.
to be maintaining these servers. So even if like
Mm-hmm.
you're expecting 1 million, sorry, if you're expecting 2 million, even though you get 1 million, then you're spending money for that extra 1 million for no reason, and they're trying to
Yeah.
keep those costs
So
down.
they
Yes, but no, because also it's a thing of like, okay, you expect 1 million because let's say you have like an X amount of numbers that you know that played your demo, right? Now, there are going to be those that obviously didn't play the demo. Example, me and Kevin played the demo, I think, right? Okay, so he played the demo, you played the demo, I didn't. Now, I wasn't going to experience it for myself, but you told me to try it out regardless, right? At some point, I was going to, whatever the case, but like expect one person to tell at least one other person or 2 other people. So that's why like you should increase your numbers just a little bit by what you're expecting. You know what I mean?
That's hard to say when you don't know what the number is. It's like that's like a hard estimate of, okay, let's say for example, Danny told us to play Outriders, right? He told me and you, that's 2 people. So do you expect for every one person that played Outriders to tell 2 people? Like
Not
that's
necessarily 2 people, but just hike it up a little bit.
It's
but
it's
that's
it what he's that's
It,
what
it,
he's
it's
saying.
tricky.
It's an unpredictable estimation because
No, of course.
it's not even just word of mouth, but it's even just like how much they've been advertising, and they've never played the game or the demo or never even heard of it, and now they want to buy it and play the game. And those are the people that you don't even know about that are actually going to play the game, jump on the servers, and overload it.
I'm gonna take my shot. Nah, that's like the Dragon Ball server. Do you know how that it ran well, even though the game was running, I guess, poorly on the beta? But
Fighters.
yes, it had a beta and it ran well. And they had a lot of numbers. I don't remember what the number was for the beta, but it was a lot of people played it. I played it. I enjoyed it. And even when the server went down and everything, I was like, I'm still gonna play the game when it comes out. Well, I'm gonna purchase it when it comes out because the title alone. It does matter about marketing, especially with the game. If not anybody knows about it, if they're just like, oh, it's an Outriders, probably another Destiny clone or whatever shooter that came out, it's like they're not gonna pay mind to it. So I guess it was marketing and then the underestimation of people joining the server that they had. Um, but it's like at the end of the day, the fact that they made, I guess, they made fun of it, of their own, their own problems. Like it makes them more human, so it makes them more relatable. Like, oh, okay, even if I have to wait 7, 8 hours to play the game, at least they're keeping us updated every time they do something. Not just like keep us in the dark like some some developers that they usually do, and then we end up finding out that it's never going back up. But I'm glad that they're actually making this step. I'm not saying names. I'm just saying like it does happen. But I'm glad that they made fun of their own mistakes and they're doing better. Because at the end of the day, we expect so much out of these developers, and at the end of the day, they're just like everybody here. They're all people. They make mistakes, and they fixed it, and that was it. That's all we need to worry about.
And they're still fixing it. The game is still a bit broken. Even as we play the game, me and Danny had run into a couple glitches and just weird shit going on. But it's still a great game as long as you're just communicating with us and we know you're trying to fix it. It's fine. I think that's also the thing with
playable
Bungie.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's also the thing with Destiny specifically is that whenever they, even though they give the corporate answer and it's frustrating, at the end of the day they still fix their game, and it still does well.
Now, what if? Here's my theory. What if this is just a marketing ploy? Let's say your game comes out, it comes out all over the world, but it doesn't crash the server. Did you do bad? Do you think that you didn't get enough people? Or you can promote the fact that your game did so well it crashed the service.
It's possible.
So overwhelmed you or so, that it crashed it. And Destiny does it every time it comes out. And it's because they say Destiny is the most popular game. What if it's not? What if it's just like shit happens?
Well, I mean, the numbers don't lie. There are shit. I can't remember the numbers anymore. There are millions. There are millions of Destiny players out there that are trying to play all at once. So the numbers don't lie. But you're right though. Any game, any release could still just bullshit and say, "Oh, our server's crashing because so many people just showed up," but it could be bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, because that looks again. That does at the end of the day, that still does look better than. Yeah, our servers ran great, and we still had like 1 million people could have came on, but we didn't fill them because we couldn't. Like, it's like when you sell a stadium, you don't want to undersell the fucking stadium. You want to sell it out.
Yeah,
you want to pack that bitch, get as much as you can. So
I personally feel like it's just like there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like it all depends on what you do with the publicity you have for whatever it is, and how you spin it. You know what I mean? Like especially like they had the server crashes, and then their retaliation was, I'm going to make I'm gonna give updates. I'm gonna make humorous remarks on it, and we're gonna try to fix it. And like that's the same thing. Even Bungie is like, we're gonna give a response, even as robotic as it is. We're gonna fix the server, and it'll be up in whatever time it is. It's always, I guess it's more like a wave how you spin the publicity you have for whatever situation it is, and benefit from it. Because like you can get a bad server from like Destiny, and then they fix it, and then they're like, oh, Destiny's great, and then everybody's like, oh, you should start playing Destiny. Same thing with Outriders. It's like, oh, the server's better, you can get more into it now. So I was like, it's more I would say the way you spin it. But who knows, Who knows?
There are like way too many possibilities for that.
Yeah, it's like a question that has multiple answers, and all answers could be right. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing with this I guess article that it questions. It's like it's so many ways that you can take it, and there is some ways you can like feel about it. I guess it's the same thing, but it's more comes to like however way you like respond, like personally respond to it, like the article as well, and even the actions that happen. Oh, can I have some? I'm hungry. But yeah, like I'm glad that the team at Outriders are like, I know it's gonna sound messed up, but it's like they feel human because there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
companies that don't feel human. So that's all I care about. It's like as long as they could be relatable. We can always get in contact with them. They can always give us information when they can, because I don't expect to answer every 30 seconds, but whenever they can is something that I'm glad about. I'm glad that they took the time to respond
Here,
at
here's
all.
a better comparison, aside from
Mm.
Bungie, is oh man, I'm gonna get the hiccups. CD Projekt Red. Look at the way they handled their PR during everything that fucked up with them. Is they gave so much corporate bullshit, saying that they didn't know about this, they didn't know about that. They didn't own up to any of it until they were getting sued from almost everybody, and then they
But
eventually started
I
doing
think that's
apologies.
I think that's a completely different situation because
It is a
no
different
matter what
situation, but
they said,
I'm talking about how they responded to everything, how they
but
handled the situation.
even if they handle the situation 100% the best way you can say, I'm sorry, I apologize, there's some free fucking shit in game, whatever.
Mhm.
The game is still broken. Like there's nothing fucking do about it. That game was beyond broke. It
And
should
yet
never
they
been
never.
released.
But what I'm saying is that they never owned up to it, though. They said, "Oh, we didn't know anything about this. It should be playing well. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Sorry, we didn't know about this."
But
And then they started
but
getting
what I'm saying
sued,
is,
and that's when apologies
e-
started happening. And they started saying,
but
"Oh yeah, we know the game's broken."
even if they did own up to it at the beginning of the game, in the beginning when it first came out, it still wouldn't have changed a thing on that aspect. Where when it comes to outright things like this, where there are a few jokey remarks in a time where they know it's going to be maybe a day or two, you'll get over the hump and then you will forget about it, and because you're going to be so enthralled in the game, you couldn't get enthralled with this Cyberpunk because the game didn't fucking work,
Yeah.
especially for PS4 or so it's completely different. What they failed at ultimately, the biggest 100% failure was releasing the game when it wasn't ready. If they had to push another year, they should have pushed another year. The game
Yeah,
still would have been great next year. People would
that's
have
like
loved it if they played.
yeah.
Right.
That was like the same thing. Like the comparison that you could have used in that statement was for CD Project Red and the developer of No Man's Sky, because they were hyping the game up so much, and then it came
Yeah.
out and it was a
They
piece of
still won't
and it was a
play.
piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry to say, but the game is great now, but it was like when it came out it was a piece of shit, and it's like I don't understand why it's like you hype the game up so much, and then it's like you don't back it up. Same thing with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was supposed to be like a great game and all this stuff, and then it came out the way it did, and I'm sorry that it was like I felt like it was more like it was more the suits and also fans as well that were pushing for it to come out so soon, and it's like they needed more time. Like they needed, obviously they needed more time. There's no such thing as a game that comes out
Well,
in like
it's. I think it's because of the fact that they released a release date. They had a release date. They said December. I think it was the original. Like
That's not the
December,
developer's
November.
choice, though. That's all publishers.
that suits.
That's what I'm saying. So they chose that date, and then they were trying to meet that date, and they knew they weren't ready. Instead of just saying,
Hmm.
"Fuck, we're gonna have to push it back every year,"
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And if they would have
and
just
that's
did
the
that,
point where the publishers say no, we're not going to push it back because we're not going to pay you any more money, and then they're just like,
Yeah.
fuck it, we just got to release this shit now, and now we got to deal with it.
I don't know. That's a stupid. It feels like it's the developer's fault, but it's like it can always be a lot of things. It's not always the developer's
yeah.
fault.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
mean, they could have. I think somebody could have pushed back and be like, "No, look,
some
this game's not ready."
something
You know, and
'cause,
stopped it because it would have made more money if somebody had like pushed it and logistically said, "Hey, look, this is what is happening. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we can fix it." But I think they got greedy. I think they thought they could pull a Witcher because they did the same thing with The Witcher.
Yeah.
They thought they can bring it out. Yes, it's gonna have tons of massive bugs, but at least it'll still be kind of playable, and then we'll fix it all while you're playing. And then by the time you realize it, it'll become Game of the Year, and you won't realize it. So people will be like, "Oh, wow, come on, I didn't play this game."
Yeah. Like my example is I'm taking a shot for it already. I just want to talk before I finish taking the shot because I think I'm gonna feel it. Is Guilty Gear, and Guilty Gear was supposed to come out this year, April, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it got pushed back to, if I'm not mistaken, August or September. And I'm glad that they did it because the game looks so good. But I'm like, it's always good to have a game, just throw it in the oven for like another 30 minutes, an hour of it's undercooked. You know what I mean? Like, it's always good for the extra time because then even if you're gonna have problems with the suits and whoever's above you with the game, you know what I mean? Like, it's always good to know that it's your baby. Like, don't send out something just because you need to send it out. Send it out because like, you know what I mean? And the thing that I was so passionate about is that, like, now that I'm watching a lot of developers and all this stuff, I've watched the whole anime on people make games. So, like, I'm very passionate when they're like, okay, we need some extra time. I was like, okay, cool. That means they're working on it. That means they're taking the time to work on the project. But I don't know.
But that doesn't it, to me, I don't know if it's because of all the consoles, the old gen and the next gen that the people are having trouble with getting them playing on multi-platforms. But that seems to be the norm now, where if game is released, the release date is supposed to be November, you're not expecting it in November. You're gonna see it December.
Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, for me, I feel like it started with Final Fantasy. I think I need to take shots when I say Final Fantasy. That's probably my thing. Anyway, but it started with that, and they pushed that back. And then there was another game, I'm not sure if it was Ghost. There was another game that was supposed to come out like right as same as, it was.
What was it? Ghost Recon, right? If I'm not mistaken. Was supposed to be the same as well.
That they got. I think the Cyberpunk was also supposed to be the same time, but they all got pushed, and then everything kept getting push, and then every game's even like besides Demon's Souls, that was a thing, but Outriders and the game that's coming out the end of this month, Returnal, that all got pushed as well because they said the same thing. We need more time,
Especially,
so that seems to be the new norm.
I would say, especially now with the situation we're in with, the virus coming around. It's harder to be like, oh, we need this game now.
Yeah, that's probably could be a big thing right now. Yeah.
So I understand when they're like, oh, we need more time. I'm like, obviously, because you probably have like
all working from home.
Yeah, and you
but
probably
okay. If you're working from home from a bar and working from home from a fucking computer, it's way two different things. So I don't ever really get that concept. You're working from a computer, you're gonna be on a computer.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just on the internet video chatting with everybody and talking and stuff. There's a lot of coding. You know a little bit about this stuff. Like there's a lot of coding that's involved. Everybody. So for example, Kevin could be coding for a game level while I'm coding for the character design, while Danny is coding for the controller, and then we all have to keep on in communication and collaboration. I gotta send you my files, and then you gotta send me your files, and then I gotta compose your coding, and then you got to compile my coding, and it all got to work together, and it's all got to fit into like this fucking puzzle and stuff like that. Like it's a lot of coordination.
And then fucking.
And I agree with that, but that doesn't.
And Danny's hamster eats through his fucking, his headset and shit.
Oh yeah, like
a mouse.
There's like other things that also like come from working.
Yeah,
like,
probably in real life.
Yeah.
But I think it's been proven that the productivity is more at home than when you're at work, because there are things at work to stop you, versus at home you feel that guilty sensation of having to work your 9 hours completely straight, and you have in most times more straight to go. And these things can be hooked up together. I mean, there's a file sharing service, all these things that they can pour into it, and they can all link out really well. I mean, us four are Dropbox and shit to each other, and they can do it at a much higher level.
Yeah, but you got to be more cautious with files like that, because that's days or weeks or months of work that could get lost or stolen very easily. Those are source codes that can be used against them as well. So you got to make sure that the stuff that you do use, if you want to use something similar to Dropbox, they got to be secure. Because
obviously it wouldn't be Dropbox. I would think they would have their own service. Whatever service they're using.
I can't remember what game recently their source code was stolen. I can't remember what it was, and it was being held ransom.
Wasn't it Cyberpunk?
It was Cyberpunk. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
It was
it
Cyberpunk.
was. Yeah.
Give me your fucking money, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's
So,
developers
yeah,
like the fucking
it's-
game's not done anyway.
it's
Take the source
tricky.
code.
Is that why the game? You know what? That's a theory. That's a game theory.
Imagine that wasn't the case. They were just like, shit. What can we say? Cyber pirate.
Just throw in the last version that we made and just release it.
Yeah, right.
All right.
There were
So,
never any updates.
We're gonna end it here for the news portion. So now we're gonna get into the game portion, and I hope you guys are ready for this.
Absolutely not.
I am.
I am.
You guys got your browsers up and your buzzers ready and all that stuff.
I accidentally went to PC. Whoa. Okay, I went to the wrong
So,
thing. Hold on.
for-
give me a second.
For those joining us, we're gonna be playing Jeopardy, and this is the gaming version of Jeopardy, of course. So for the gaming podcast, and we got everybody has their own buzzer, so that way it'll be fair enough. Hopefully it works out. We'll see how this works.
So,
But
well,
whoever
I
buzzes
don't-
first
I don't know.
should be the first person on the list. Go on.
Okay, can you call it out? Just say the name.
Oh, of course.
'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like I'm not gonna know. Just say
Yeah,
Daniel,
no.
and then I'll
Yeah, I'll let you know
Oh.
who goes.
over or whatever.
Let me switch to
Who won the buzz?
this here.
Am I in the game?
Hold on. Hi. I'm gonna get another drink.
Same.
I didn't want to like leave midway or whatever the case. But just like to end the last article, Outriders did it the best in terms of like actually handling their fucking disaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
I don't think it was that big of a disaster. Used to, but everybody played launch
Not
day.
disaster,
It
like,
had
you
a-
know, throwing in quotes, but just their little hiccup.
The next day was the Saturday was the worst day. I played on a Saturday at 2:00, where my kids take a fucking nap every day at 2:00, and of course that's where it shuts down. I get to play from 2 to 4, and of course it shuts down from 2 to 3. Just my luck, but yeah. But it's still, even that was just an hour. I mean, it was probably a few hours of back and forth for what I read, but still, I mean,
Even then,
you've
honestly,
seen like a
with,
whole.
like, with any situation that happens with games, people
Sorry,
are
I'm
gonna
burned
try to
up.
take it up to like the most extreme.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's what it is. I think people are taking it to extreme. Oh, these servers are crap. Though, can't even get released. Most people are playing the game right now. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in the lobby. Am I in the
Okay.
lobby? I don't know if I am.
For the buzzin',
Yeah, I'm here.
boneless bone. Yeah, you're here.
Okay, cool.
Am I there? Buzz.
Everybody buzz
What?
in.
Okay, cool.
Can you?
Yeah, everybody's
I
here.
buzzed in.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, I see it.
Who the hell is Hanson?
Really?
Handsome.
Okay.
Fuck that is.
Oh, I thought Raiders.
Okay.
I
Dave's
was
gonna
about
get
to say-
real tired of this.
So,
right, hold on. Be
hold on a
right back.
second. Okay, yeah, I'll wait.
I need a
So-
drink.
Keep
Kevin
in
might need a drink.
mind, I tried to, just like kind of like Jeopardy, it gets harder as you go down with the points. So 500 would probably be the hardest. Keep in mind, I wrote these questions myself, so they're as hard as I can make them and think of it, but while still making them like fair and not like too stupid and ridiculous.
I suck
Now,
at Jeopardy.
also-
That's pretty good.
Also, there is no like who is or what is. You don't have to answer in the form of a question. Just answer the question. I don't give a shit about that stuff.
So this is not Jeopardy. This,
You don't.
So
You don't have dumbass for 200.
I want my daily video. I want my daily double.
I didn't put that on actually. I was thinking about doing that, but I wasn't sure how to yet. So aside from that, if you see anything in quotation marks in the answers, the questions, then it's something that that was said in the game. So that way you guys can get an idea. It might help out for a clue or something like that. Aside from that,
The Drunken Jeopardy.
The drunken Jeopardy.
the drunken Jeopardy.
TDG.
You know what it should be? Every time for every amount of points, instead of points, it's shots. So shots you take.
Oh,
or
no.
one shot.
Well,
No,
because
we'll be
Danny doesn't drink though, so that won't work.
I'm good. I have.
But he can drink
Gatorade.
water. But he can
That's
I'm
not
watering down
fair.
Gatorade
That's
right now,
completely
so I'm good.
different. You better put
No, it's
vodka in
fine.
that Gatorade.
That
I got you.
Gatorade. Too much
Danny, I
mustard
got
for
you.
everybody.
I got you right. All right, let me go and get my
Wait,
drink.
so,
I'll
so
be
then
right back.
in that case, actually, then sober Danny should be the host.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. All right, I'll be
I'm
back.
good.
Danny
well, wait.
doesn't want to get fucked up.
So, did you hear the rules before, Randy?
Yeah, no, I was here the whole time.
What if you get
Okay.
the question wrong? You take a shot. Wouldn't
So,
that be more?
that's more. Here's the rules on that
I like
too. So if you get whoever buzzed in first and they get a chance to answer the question, they get 10 seconds. They don't answer the question, someone else could steal. Okay? Exactly.
Alrighty, cool. Be right back.
Oh, the sound on that. Oh, wait. Do I need the sound? I don't know. Does the timer go off?
The timer? What timer?
The 10-second timer.
I mean, I could set a timer.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Oh man. And now we're just waiting here because these guys are unprepared.
So when you click it, I know this is great fucking live Twitch.
Yeah, right.
Sitting here. When we click it, so you're gonna click it and it's gonna do it.
I'm gonna click everything.
Okay.
Because I don't want you guys like accidentally like looking at the answers. I'm thinking that you guys should just look at the Twitch feed and just look at it that way.
We can see it on Twitch.
Yeah, you can see it on Twitch.
Oh, look at that. Okay,
Okay.
so look at that. We'll
Hey,
leave it
Kev,
on Twitch then. Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yo.
so go ahead and just close that the Jeopardy browser. Just look at it on Twitch.
Got you.
So that way it's fair and nobody accidentally sees any answers and stuff.
Gotcha.
The Twitch is a little delayed.
Yeah, I
but-
know. I'll give you guys some time.
I'm a buzz in just in case. There you go, buzz in. No, I'm sorry. I wanted to buzz.
You guys are just having too much fun with this.
So everybody has to look
Children.
on Twitch.
Bunch
So
of
everybody
children.
should look on Twitch, because if we look live, then it's gonna be
Yeah.
they have the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't read that fast. I'm dyslexic, so.
Oh, I'm dyslexic and
Fucking
inebriated,
Randy.
so we're having a difficult time.
Randy, did you hear what I said?
No, I just got back.
So you're just going to look at the Twitch feed for the questions. You're not going to use the web browser. Don't touch the web browser because you could accidentally cheat.
Gotcha.
Oh wait,
So-
so if you press it, it doesn't trigger for me on my screen.
If you press it, it'll show you the question, but then if you accidentally press it again, it'll show you the answer.
No, but if you press it, does it not like?
You'll see it
If
on.
he presses it, it's
I'm
gonna
doing a
show up on
screen
Twitch.
share on Twitch, so you'll see it on the Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Broken
So
games
just-
for 200, please.
Just watch the Twitch stream there. We'll start getting. Can you
That
please
one was an
stop?
accident. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God.
No, I went to scroll on my phone. I'm sorry.
Can I
All
get
right.
Lost Child for 200?
So I was saying before, Kevin, I think you were away. You can you buzz in if you're the one answering the question. You got 10 seconds. Why did I do this?
So who goes first?
Who was that? That one was me, right?
What happened?
Nothing.
Buzzed it.
So if you answer the question and you answer it wrong, then someone else is able to steal.
Okay.
Now also keep in mind, I tried to make this as hard as I could. That's pretty much it. And what I was gonna say, if you see anything in quotation marks, it's something that was said in the game, so that might help out with any clues or hints or something like that.
All right. Everything else but comics, I'm going to do terrible at. Just
All
so
right.
you know.
So I am thinking from a number from 1 to 20. What number is that, Kevin?
15.
14.82. Oh, well,
First of
makes
all-
it 15 quick.
I wrote it in chat. 15.
Danny,
7.
Randy,
Well, I was gonna say 6, but 3.
Kevin was closest at 17.
Hey,
So
let's go.
He is going first.
What was the
Let's-
number 20?
What?
I said, was the number 20?
No, it was 17.
Oh, so you got it right then.
He said 15.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
So he was closest.
We're gonna-
So it's going to be Kevin, you pick out the category, pick out the number.
Okay, cool. We're gonna do exclusive VIP treatment for 100.
Handies.
All right. This space opera trilogy had a very unpopular ending, which was later changed via DLC.
What is skip? Because I forgot.
I was hoping
Randy?
to the answer because he didn't
What
buzz
is
in.
Mass Effect?
What is Mass Effect?
What-
Yeah.
Well, Randy already answered. What is Mass Effect?
Yeah.
But I buzzed
No,
in, fuckers. I'm actually playing the game.
No, I saw Randy on there. He buzzed in
I was
says-
spamming that fucking
It
button.
says Sober Guardian first.
because I cleared it. Because I cleared it.
Oh,
The moment,
okay.
the moment I heard space, I was like,
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna
Can you
buzz this in.
stop?
What? I guess we get negative money if we buzz it extra.
I'm not trying to buzz. I'm trying to move the screen down because.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Okay, go.
Oh my
You
god!
gave too much power, Danny.
Okay, Randy, you got. I know, right? Randy, you got it right. So you go
That's
next.
fuck with you.
Wait, which one did he do?
It's grayed out.
Exclusive
VIP for what?
It should be grayed out, yeah.
Well, there's a delay on this shit. I just want to know what number. That way I could like know what.
100. 100 exclusive VIP treatment.
I will do. Bringing back a classic for 2.
All right, save the future of the world with a frog, robot, cave woman, and a princess. Danny,
Master Blaster?
wrong.
Is it frog, robot, cave woman, and what?
And a princess.
Princess.
Frog, cave.
Can I buzz it again? Fuck.
You already got it wrong.
Fuck you.
Oh, should we play the Jeopardy song?
No. All right.
I'm like lost on this
That's
one.
it.
So that's
I
it. We're
think-
done. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna keep the question up there so we can go back to it later. Don't. look
Oh,
up.
no.
So just
I was
just
gonna
to
look it up.
keep the game going some more. What the fuck? Where did my thing?
Same person. Who?
Same person,
Kevin,
Randy or Kevin?
Or Randy,
Kevin.
sorry. No, whoever. Randy.
Okay, Comic
Like-
Sans books. What the hell is that? Comic Sans and books? Comic
Actually,
Sans books?
Danny, go.
Danny, go.
It should be the person who had the power. It would be, if it's Jeopardy, so it would be. Fuck, I don't know his name. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. I just met the dude.
Yeah, Alex Trebek.
Last
What
week.
are you talking about?
No, the fucking Randy? Who
Randy?
just.
Yeah.
Randy talk. Randy talk.
You want Randy to go next again?
I don't want Randy to talk.
What?
Okay, then you. Yeah, I got it right. Randy should go because he
my
had the
God.
power last.
Okay, go ahead then, Randy.
Fuck it. Comic books 1.
2, 3.
Frog, princess, caveman.
He's still thinking
Stop,
about the last one.
stop
Yeah.
thinking about it. Read the question. Dark Khan attempts to destroy 2 beloved universes.
Dark what?
Dark Khan
Khan.
attempts to destroy 2 beloved universes.
I'm a pass.
Dark Khan.
I look, I know the name.
Starting 10 seconds on the clock.
I'm gonna just say DC Universe and Marvel.
Mortal
Say it-
Kombat.
Say it again.
DC Universe and Marvel. I just do an answer.
Wrong. Danny?
Mortal Kombat.
Just Mortal Kombat?
I don't know.
Wrong.
Mortal Kombat character.
Wrong.
Mortal Kombat in the DC Universe. God damn it.
I'm going to give it to Kevin. Mortal Kombat versus
Hey.
DC Universe.
Hey, I remembered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Try not to shout out the answers. Wait till I pick you.
I didn't play that one.
All right, so Kevin, you go.
Me neither.
Hey, okay, I got the power to publish or develop for 100.
Microsoft recently purchased this company for $7.5 billion. Randy.
Ooh.
What is Bethesda?
Bethesda. Randy's got it.
I was about to say, what is Epic Games? That was definitely really good.
All right, Randy, your choice.
Okay, let's bring back classic at 1.
Bringing back classic 1. Too fast for the naked eye. He could really move. He's got an attitude.
What is Sonic?
Randy.
Well, Kevin fucking said it. What is Sonic?
Kevin.
God damn.
Kevin, mute yourself.
All right.
It's Sonic. I'm giving Randy the points. And Randy gets to pick again.
Classic 3.
Classic for
What
300.
the fuck is 2? Honestly, I'm still like racking my brain over that shit.
As the pillar of balance, this undead man chooses who lives and who dies by the end. Danny.
Legacy King, Legacy of Soul Reaver.
No.
I thought the Pillar of Balance at the end.
Okay. That was so wrong. Anybody else?
Victus. What?
All right, setting the clock. 10 seconds. Randy?
I don't fucking know.
Why'd you
Victor.
press it?
Oh, that was an accident. I was scrolling my phone. I think I did it again. I'm sorry.
All right, done. Moving on.
It wasn't Blood Omen?
I don't know. Was it? That's not what you said.
I said Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
No, you said Legacy King Soul Reaver.
Oh shit. I meant Blood Omen. Whatever.
All right, Randy, pick.
I'm like,
Published
it sounds
2.
exactly like it.
What was it?
Published for 2.
All right. Hardware company turned to software after 2001. Kevin.
Sega?
Sega is right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Xbox.
Hey, we got it right.
Kevin.
Give me a second. It's a bit delayed. Let's do comics for 200.
Comic Sans books for 200. Trapped in a building full of enemies, this hero uses his skills to capture and strike fear in them. Kevin.
What is Batman?
damn it.
Can you be more specific?
The Dark Knight?
Wrong. Danny.
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum.
Ooh.
All right. Go ahead, Danny.
Give it a second to go back.
Yep.
So bringing back the classics, 300.
He wants to run back to that one.
As the pillar of balance, this undead man. Go ahead.
Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Fuck you. It's just say fuck you too at the
Yes,
end.
it's Blood Omen Legacy of Kain.
That's what I meant. You know this.
Well,
It wasn't said.
go ahead. You're in the lead now.
Oh fuck. We can end it right here. Multiplayer Mayhem, 500.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know.
After the Omnic crisis with artificial intelligent machines, join a team as they defend against terrorists who threaten to start another crisis.
Oh, why does that sound familiar?
Randy.
Overwatch?
It is Overwatch.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead and pick when you're ready.
Let's just do Bringing Back Classics for 5.
Okay. During ancient Greek time, travel to the underworld with the power to transform into mythic creatures with supernatural strength. Keep in mind what the category is called and the information given here.
Alter Beast.
Alter Beast.
I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, I knew it was that. I couldn't remember the name.
Oh, that was exciting.
Go ahead with the next.
Well, let's just end the classics with 4.
Well, we still got 2.
Fuck 2. 2 doesn't exist. Frog, cave woman, robot, and
Right.
whatever the fuck.
Jelly beans are the weapon of choice in this game, so that this creature turns into what you want.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know. I'll pass.
Anybody else?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
Danny should know this more than the both of you.
You should turn to what you want.
Because he's old. 10 seconds left.
I don't know.
All right. So, do you guys think I should show the answer, or should I just keep
Yeah,
it
on
there?
this one, we had stumped on that.
You want to know the answer?
Yeah.
Boy and his blob.
What was it?
The Boy and his blob.
I don't know what that is.
Old Nintendo game.
Not never played that one.
And for you,
Wow,
Randy. For you,
I was a
Randy,
boy in his blob.
I'll bring up 200 again for you. I give somebody a chance to take it real quick. Save the future of the world with a frog, robot, cave woman, and a princess.
Tiger Frontier?
There's lots of clues in this.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono
Chrono
Trigger.
Trigger.
You're not gonna get any points.
Chrono
but
Trigger.
Yes, it's Chrono Trigger.
No, it's Chrono Trigger. I could. The robot threw me off. So,
All right. So who had the right one before?
me.
Randy.
Randy did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Randy, you pick.
Alter Beast. VIP treatment 5.
A failed 6-axis controller game with dragons developed by Factor 5.
Oh. What the fuck was it? I know what it is. I don't know the name, so I can't.
Anybody stealing?
And it was promising too.
10 seconds.
Where?
Lair. You got it.
Oh, fuck. You know, that was the only game I knew it was from them. I swear to God. I was like, fuck it, Larry, I think.
There you go. Danny, go ahead. Kevin, mighty quiet, man.
Because I muted myself.
I know, but you're not answering.
Just do a comic book for 400.
Comic book 400. An alternate reality where the most iconic of heroes are now the villains. Danny.
Fuck.
10 seconds.
Injustice? I can't remember the name of it.
Injustice. For Danny. Yep. Injustice, Gods
That's
Among Us.
it? Okay, good. I knew it was it. I knew they were called Injustice. I can't remember it.
All right, go ahead, Danny.
Do 500, same category.
500 for comics. Generally reviled by gamers, this game has its main character trapped in a virtual city. Danny?
God heck.
Wrong. Who's next?
Close.
Kevin. You're muted.
What is Superman 64?
64, yep.
Oh my!
Oh, nice. Nice. That was a good one.
All right. You're next up.
All right. Ooh, I'm still looking at Revive. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do publish for 300.
Known for multiple popular franchises, this company now focuses on capitalizing on the pachinko slot machines. Randy.
Konami.
Konami it is.
Mm-hmm.
I said that with resentment, by the way.
In my head,
They have the slot machines in Yakuza?
Those are pachinko, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are big things in Japan. All right, Randy.
Multiplayer 4.
Multiplayer for 4. This game is set in the world of Titanfall. Kevin.
what is Apex Legends?
Apex Legends it is.
Also, I need my points. Just saying.
I did. I gave it to you.
Yeah,
Didn't I?
he didn't. No, he didn't give him the points.
How much was it?
It was 3.
Oops. There you go. Happy.
Let's do comic for 300
Comic for 300.
and just finish it off.
A wisecracking assassin runs amok for receiving a boring script of his own video game.
What is Deadpool?
Kevin's got it. Deadpool it is. All right. Go ahead and pick.
Let's do exclusive VIP treatment for 200.
This game's red-headed heroine shows the power of its game system with high-tech motion capture and amazing visuals in 2007.
2007.
Randy is first.
Is it Heavenly Sword?
It is Heavenly Sword. Still there, Danny?
No.
You're breaking up.
No. Hello?
Nope. Still breaking up. Uh-oh.
And now we wait.
And now we wait.
So now we put the Jeopardy music on.
Hey.
Hey, hear me now?
There
Yeah.
we go.
No, that's weird. Have to restart it real quick.
All right. Who was
So,
picking?
me.
Okay.
Multiplayer 3.
Multiplayer for 3. This game had a failed auction system which caused the game economy to crash.
Diablo.
Did I call your name?
Give it to him. Give it to him.
I see it.
I didn't call your name, though.
He sees
But
it.
you got it.
Busted. What happened?
I mean, I was giving Randy at least a second to think about it. Go ahead, Danny.
I didn't bet. That was me. All right, do multiplayer 200.
200. Survive the hordes of the undead tanks, witches, and jockeys with the help of 3 other companions.
What is Left 4 Dead? Oh, you didn't say the name. Sorry.
Oh, you guys can't follow instructions.
No, to be fair, he did buzz first.
I didn't call a name, though. I give Danny a chance.
So then, to not be fair,
Give it to Danny.
Left 4 Dead.
It's weird when I go on my buzzer, I get this horrible echo. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna turn the sound off.
Kevin. Oh, wait. I didn't give it to Kevin.
Wait, what? I need to go away? Okay.
No. Go ahead, Kevin. Pick.
Oh. Okay, let's just finish off multiplayer mayhem for 100.
All right. Don't become a suspect or everyone ejects you into space. Yes, Kevin.
What is Among Us?
Among Us.
Why do I keep answering like that?
Like the game. All right, we got 4 more left.
All right. Let's do publisher for 400. Publish for 400.
A severe snowstorm characterized by strong sustained winds of at least 56 kilometers per hour and lasting for a prolonged period of time, typically 3 hours or more, along with heavy snowfall.
What? I'm not doing math.
What the fuck?
I was hoping I'll get that reaction. Kevin.
What is Flight Simulator?
no.
No.
Oh, I don't even know what this is.
Randy.
What is Blizzard? You fucking dickhead.
Randy's got a blizzard.
My brain hurts.
I'm trying to do math and shit. I'm trying to calculate the.
The wind trajectory and everything.
Yeah, I licked my finger and everything. Put up in the air.
Jesus.
It's funny because I forgot that it was the publisher develop, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I see publish, I'm like, "Oh, Blizzard, Snowstorm, fuck."
Go ahead.
Fuck it.
Go ahead,
Publish
Randy.
5.
Publisher for 5. A New York-based company known for its controversial games.
Rockstar?
Rockstar is it.
Oh, I didn't know they were New York based.
Yeah.
I just guessed.
And 2 more. Go ahead, Randy, whenever you're ready.
VIP 4.
VIP 4. An Xbox exclusive. This game was Peter Molyneux's franchise title that flew too close to
Fable.
the sun. There you go. Fable it is.
You said Peter Molyneux, and that's it. Sealed the deal.
And the final question. Most of
fuck,
this
I can't
game's
buzz
map is a barren wasteland until you find the area boss, which is also a giant platform puzzle.
Shadow of the Colossus?
Shadow of the Colossus.
Also, you spelled Baron wrong. It's
Did I?
Baran.
Oops. 300.
Hey, yo, Baron, what are you doing?
Ron.
AA Rod. And the winner today is Randy Ragnarok.
Nice.
What do I
Nice.
get?
Ran the board at the end.
Well, I just get lightheaded, so that's what I'm getting.
You get my only fan picks for free.
Oh my god! Hold on, can I buzz in
1
for
month
that?
for free.
Can I buzz in for that?
1 month as a free sub.
Mario fleshlight for you.
When he goes in, it says "Let's go."
Right.
Oh,
So if you guys did like that, then just let me know. I can make some more. I do have some other ideas, but also other questions for Jeopardy.
Okay, cool.
All right. So last but not least, we're going to do the community question, which was, what is your favorite Smash Brothers character? Any Smash character from any part, any game throughout the series, whatever you like. With it, pretty much, I think Ultimate pretty much has them all, anyways. So Danny, go first.
I think my favorite one, honestly, was I love playing with Toon Link, but Metal Gear. I like Metal Gear Solid. He was just my favorite character to play with overall. You know, I was so excited when I first saw him because he was, to me, he was the more adult quotation marks character in that whole franchise when it first came out. You know, like everything else seems so cartoony, and then you have this
Or like childish, kiddie-ish.
yeah, and then you have this guy like looking at you. Just to me, it's just I don't know. I liked him. That was fun. That's my
Cool.
pick.
Kevin,
I'm gonna be a
the
little
fighting
bit
guru.
different. The fighting guru. Hold on, I gotta do one time for the pose. You know, don't let anybody get through. Best character, Melee Fox, because he had the British accent, and you cannot beat that.
Yeah.
Melee Fox was my favorite character, but it would have been that until I met Falco. He's a bird. False heavier. So Falco's my favorite character from all of Smash Bros.
Okay. Cool. I didn't think about Falco. Randy. That's perfect. Why?
Okay, so it's between him and Lucina, honestly, because they have the whole counter system. Like his down B is a counter attack. I like his Shadow Sneak. His up B is pretty solid because it's a two-parter if you try it. And yeah, no, just he's a fun character, especially with his charged shuriken.
Okay.
So yeah, he's fast. I like him. I never used his final smash, but like I think that his kit is good enough without like having to use that.
I, on
Also,
the other
Pokemon.
hand,
So.
oh yeah, of course. I think Greninja is pretty badass, a pretty badass Pokemon. They made him pretty cool in the Pikachu movie. If you saw that,
The detective thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that actually wasn't that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah. And for me, I'm not that seasoned of a Smash player. I do have Smash and I played it before, but I'm super corny and easy to play with. So I would probably just pick Kirby because he's just a cute, fluffy pink ball, and he still has some decent like the down B move. That's pretty much I'll just spam all day if I'm fighting anything too hard. So yeah, that's not that much for me. Jay Biggs, he says Zelda. Which Zelda though? There's a couple of them. They play somewhat the same though, right, Danny?
No, they're two different.
They play
One
different,
is like
right?
a
Like
ninja-
Toon Link
one is like
and
a
regular
ninja.
Link and.
No, she's
Yeah.
talking about
I
Zelda.
mean, sorry, not Zelda.
and Link are two
Zelda,
different
sorry.
characters.
Sorry, I meant like
Yeah.
Zelda and Sheik.
Yeah,
They play
the,
different,
The
right?
Sheik has like a ninja, and she, yeah,
Nah,
she's a ninja. She
you
has-
talking
yeah.
with Zelda and Sheik, you're talking S tier and A tier. I mean S tier and B tier.
Mm.
Wait. So,
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Sheik is Zelda?
No,
Yeah.
Sheik is Zelda. Yeah, shut up. Sheik in I believe Smash. I don't know in Ultimate. Let me check it out. I think she is A or S tier, and Zelda is B. Smash.
And
But wasn't
you-
it in Brawl that it was like the same character, just like you had to
Yeah.
switch between them?
You have to switch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Zelda even so was still lower than Sheik. Like if you can do, and especially Melee, if you do like a Zelda comeback alone, it means you're godlike because the character alone is like bad. Like she's bad,
Yeah.
bad alone.
Okay. See, we learned something new because I don't know shit about Smash Brothers, like the intricacies and stuff. I like Zelda from the last two games of what he says. Why is my Alexa going on?
Yeah, because they said
that's
they separated
when-
them after.
That's when she was a standalone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the same thing was with Samus and Zero Suit. Like you had to use your smash to go into Zero Suit form, right?
Yeah,
In
they used to burst off.
Brawl.
Yeah, and then they did the what was it, Project M, which just let you play Zero Suit on her own, and then that's when she became a strong character.
Project M. The Team Ninja Metroid game?
No. Project M was Brawl, but you play as Zero Suit. Like it was like they modded the game that you could play with specific characters
Oh.
without the
Oh no, sorry.
Then-
It's other M. My bad.
yeah.
Okay.
Is this?
So, these are the guys who responded to the TikTok page for the community question. You got The Cage, which he says he has 3 characters: Captain Falcon, Sheik, and Ness. What do you guys think of those characters?
Ness is top tier. On God.
Captain Falcon here. I love that punch. You just
Yep.
played a whole game trying to get that punch. Pretty good.
Holy shit. I just looked at the tier list. Sheik is. I'm either drunk or I can't see her, but she not on the S tier.
Okay.
I'll find her. Give me a sec.
All right, so while you're looking at that, Boss 21 writer, he says Kirby, and then G dot Arrett, I'm guessing that he's supposed to say Garrett. He says Shirk from Smash Brothers Ultimate. All my friends says he sucks, but I love the mobility and how her recovery doubles as a strong attack. What do you think of Shirk?
Ooh. Shulk?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh.
Shulk. But
Spell-
Shulk is
spell
a
it, spell
guy.
it.
Yeah.
I think he means Sheik.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
You mean
meant
Sheik.
It has to be Sheik, because Sheik doubles up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Shulk, and then I was like, wait, Shulk is a guy. Okay.
The Sheik.
I mean, if you close your eyes, Shell could be a girl.
Could be anything you want.
Well,
I'm
it's
really
just a hole.
feeling it. The Bonato's
The
power.
butthole, the butthole. That's it.
The Bonato's power. It sounds like a female saying it. Heard you, Randy. I know you're.
That's what you say before plant mix.
BattleBot 66, he says Fox. Somebody said Fox here, didn't they?
Me
Yeah.
right here, man.
Yeah, Fox. And then Dylan Drake, he says Samus. Samus goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Samus is like not even like A tier, isn't he? Isn't she?
Samus? Depends on
Yeah.
which one you're using.
Is there a difference between her and Dark Samus?
Yeah,
Dark
Zero
Samus,
Suit.
Dark Samus, Zero Suit, and regular Samus. Samus Zero Suit is A tier. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's B or C tier. Regular Samus and Dark Samus is B tier. Samus is regular Samus is above Dark Samus because the echoes are. I think there's always something wrong with the echoes, if I'm not mistaken. But Ness being higher than Lucas, different. And then Pichu's on top because of damage. Oh, and Snake is right under Daisy and Peach. So, Danny, you there? Danny on the tier list.
I don't give a fuck. I'll just cheese off with the fucking Nikita missile all day.
I think
That's all
Danny
I
wants
wanna
to
do is
be in
Nikita
between
missiles.
Daisy and Peach.
No, he's between Daisy and Pokemon Trainer. I don't think he wants to be between them.
No, he'll be between the female one.
Hey,
Ooh, and
those Pokeballs can do magic things, so.
Oh,
And as always, Pikachu is A tier, S tier. Pikachu is the top rated character in Smash tournaments.
Pikachu?
I guess Pikachu. Pichu is under Fox, but Fox is under Wolf, and then it's like a whole shit. Sonic is above Mario. I feel like this is Cat. Hold on, I'm questioning this. This
does
is
he
Cat.
still have
This,
the really strong back air?
who?
Sonic.
No.
No, his back air was really good in Ultimate. Not Ultimate, sorry, in 4.
Well, in 4, but I remember everybody got nerfed in Ultimate.
Well, Mario has like a really good forward aerial.
Yeah,
It's like-
Pikachu, Joker, Daisy, Peach, Palutena, Lucina, and then Zero Suit is 6. Shulk is 7th. Snake is 8th. Danny, you're still in the top 10. Don't know how you're doing it. Mr. Game & Watch, and then Roy. Roy, I gotta talk to them about that.
What about my boy
Red Ninja is number 15. Right there.
Breaking Foot Lettuce?
Hell yeah, he went up 2 points. Sorry, 0.2 points. Hell yeah, Greninja, you doing it. Yo, wait, Danny, you back at it again with you said Toon Link, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. You're way past that because Young Link is 19. Danny,
That's
who
low.
did you
Wait,
say?
what you doing?
Kirby, right?
Yeah. Kirby's in the bottom. I know he's bottom tier. Like, don't even bother looking at that shit.
Nah, he's probably above King K. Rool. Maybe. No, Kirby is number 68. Oh, damn, you was one away from 69. If your favorite character was Isabella, sorry, it's Isabella, you would have been
Isabella,
69.
is that from
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Animal Crossing. And Little Mac is the worst character, and right above him is Ganondorf, which is my main. Great. We're doing
All
great.
right. So we're gonna end it. But do you guys want to? Whose turn is it for community question? Kevin, do you have something right now, or do you want me to just give it to you?
Oh, like have a community question as a backup?
Well, for next week. Do you
yeah,
want to ask a question right now?
Yeah. What was your favorite? I'll go basic. What is your favorite game from this gen or past gens that you can play now and remember everything? I was like, shut the freak up.
You're not allowed to.
You're not allowed to use Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like a game that you can actually a game that you can play religiously, even though it has its flaws. There we go.
He could pick
Shut
Kingdom
up.
Hearts. He could pick Kingdom Hearts if you want.
You can pick Kingdom Hearts.
It would just be just too easy of a game.
It is.
Wait, what happened?
For me, it's a different game, but I'll use a different game for when I answer the question.
No, I do have a different game actually.
Okay, but Michael, do you
It's like
really
a
just
Taro man.
play Kingdom Hearts just for fun whenever you're bored?
Yeah, like
I-
genuinely.
How much jerking off can you do to Sora? Like,
Bro, 2 hands, 3 hands even. Come on.
All right, so that's the community question. What game from past gens, any past gen that you have played and loved, and you could play again now? That that you just know how to play through it?
Yeah, a game that you can play religiously with all its
You just
flaws.
never get tired of it.
Never get
just like
tired of it.
just like bacon. Like you can always eat bacon anytime. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So to shorten it, just a past old game that you could just play over and over again. It never gets old. Okay, cool. Sounds good. That works.
Damn, I already have mine here.
Anybody have any closing remarks or questions, comments, concerns, things like that?
Yeah.
Before we
I
go,
wanna-
nothing that'll keep us in another conversation, so we could end this.
No, I'm gonna end this real quick. Yo, Danny, you're at number 46 at Toon Lake. We here for you, baby. We got you. Number 46, Toon Lake. Let's go. All right,
All right,
Hold
Randy.
on, I'm gonna close out with my shot because you guys took like 1 each, I think.
I took
I
two.
took 2.
Oh, you took 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take a double. That's fine.
Oh, Dragon Ball Fighters. I mentioned it. I'm taking another shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say just Kingdom Hearts. So, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Come on.
And Danny, anything at all?
Nope, that's it. Have fun.
Cool.
Be responsible. Don't drink.
Yeah. Don't, well, you do whatever. You do whatever the hell you want if you're an adult. 21 and up, just do whatever you want. Just drink responsibly. Don't be stupid.
From the sober guardian to you, don't drink.
You need like a PSA every time Danny says, "Don't drink." It's just him saying, "Don't do it, man. It's okay. We know you can't.
Just
Just
be
don't
like,
do it."
hi, sober guardian here. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Please, if you do drink responsibly. If you don't, just don't drink. Stay sober,
That's all good too.
right?
Stay sober. It's okay.
Stay sober.
It's just like
No
another
peer
picture
pressure.
of Danny with like a Band-Aid and a controller. It's it's okay, guys. It's okay. Don't
Granted,
worry.
I did have my amaretto sour this Easter yesterday.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you guys for joining us. Kevin, where can people find your content?
You can find me on the Boneless Bone channel on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch is Boneless Bone _TV, and YouTube is just Boneless Bones without the _TV. I make mainly fighting games, but I am open to any genre. And like always, I love you people, and I love to see you guys over there. Stay beautiful.
All right. And don't forget about the podcast. We keep everything on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and on any podcast streaming services. I'll post it up in about a day or two, along with the community questions on TikTok and Instagram. So you guys can follow us there. All you got to do is search The Drunken Guardian or go to thedrunkenguardian.com for all of the links, all the information, as well as some cocktail stuff, as if you're interested in that kind of stuff. That's it. We'll leave it at that, and we'll let you go.
Wait, we forgot one thing.
What?
What was the drink of the week?
Ooh,
I didn't choose a drink yet.
I don't know. You had one whole thing to do. Was the gamer drink?
One
of the
whole
week.
thing. I just made a whole fucking game for you guys.
You got one job.
we
That's
need
it.
more. We have
One
5 minutes.
job.
Make
We got 5 minutes.
make one
What's
on the
the
fly.
drink?
I am cutting you guys off.
Sephiroth. Boom. There.